it's loud, it's rowdy. I don't care how sticky your Mickey Thompsons are, you're always going to have that chance of losing traction. So she says they're still both silver, and she's right like always. It's on airbags, but not, yeah, dumb dada. We've seen too much, Jared. Old yellow, definitely my wife's favorite car still. Pre-production car, right? Us, Roush and Celine had 3 of the first ones at that 04 SEMA show for the retro body. No VIN number on the car. A lot of things came on this car that never made it into production. It had a bump stop on the upper third link. Everybody and their mother copied us, and it came out on the end of the rear axle at the end of the day. It was cool. Like I said, I mentioned in the back, it was a game changer. It was the first Mustang that could really handle front suspension, modeled after a BMW M3. This has got GT500 6-speed in it.
Got a lot of history on that thing, huh?
Aluminum block, big bore 502 kit, Whipple, supercharger, been 1080s, a quarter mile, but it's loud, it's rowdy, it pops, bangs, American Racing long tube headers on it, but love the car. It's always going to be in our stable, as Dario says. So
sweet. Yeah, that's a gorgeous car, man.
Stop tech brakes.
This one I still don't have, man. I still never own a Fox body.
So cool story with this.
Never owned one.
May 5th, 2018, we had a car show, right? Dario was incorporated 1988, May 5th. Well, we had a car show up here. Instead of Cinco de Mayo, we did Cinco de Mustang. So Dario comes up for the car show here in Valdosta. This guy comes rolling in, 60-something thousand miles on it, bone stock, to the air silencer. Car wasn't even for sale. Dario goes, find out whose car that is. I want that car. My first Fox body was a white hatchback. I want another. So yeah, heads intake cam, Cobra disc brake conversion.
Yeah, man, that's...
Did a 5-speed conversion on it, and yeah, he drives it occasionally when he comes up here. So
yeah, that's
it's just super cherry. I mean, you open up the doors on it, and you could tell it's a low mileage car. But yeah, feel the way that thing opens and closes. It just...
All right, where you got the key laying around here anywhere?
Yeah, right there.
See you later, man. Yeah, look at that, dude. I still have not owned one, and I have a drivetrain for it, and I would love to do a Fox body at some point in my life.
If you didn't start out with one, I wouldn't go back to one.
Yeah, it's just to have it.
The new ones are just so much nicer. Sorry, Alex.
Man, what's this thing right here, huh?
So this is
this is it, huh?
The redone Silver Bullet 2.0. I got a ton of crap. See, I can talk so much differently in your videos.
Yeah, man, lay back, bro. That's how we do it. I mean, have you guys seen that? You know, basically.
We've seen too much, Jared. So we got a ton of crap. We go to the track. Everybody thinks it's the old car. The wife's on me. Why is it the same color? I try to explain, no. One's ingot silver. This is iconic silver. She says they're still both silver, and she's right like always. So yeah, we put a fresh wrap on it.
Smart man on that one.
Put a fresh wrap on it, and the plan is to try to do it again with it. It's been as fast as 11:03. We didn't actually post those times. Went 11:03, 11:05, still a 93 pump gas.
Incredible. Stock cowl, which is crazy. You can't, you know.
No. Cook's long tube headers. Shout out to Georgia and everybody out there hooking us up with those. Bare brakes. Mickey Thompson got us some fresh new rubber that's going to go on it here soon.
Man, look at that. Is that a 1320 junkie ported manifold over there, Jason?
It is.
Crazy Jay? What's up, Jay? Woo! All right.
So, literally, you know, you hear about people, and we talk about our industry. Because of Instagram and seeing some of his posts, I'm like, wait, this guy's a Jets fan. And I'm a hopeless Jets fan as football. Jason's a Jet fan. That's how we started talking.
That's funny.
And he's like, let me get you one of my intakes. And I'm like, okay, send it on down. But the first one's going to Jared.
Sorry, man.
It does have a Circle D torque converter. It did lower the 60 foot by 1/10.5. That's how we were able to go from the 1122 down to 1103. We're going to go out there with fresh new rubber from Mickey Thompson, the Circle D converter,
nice
port intake from Jason, and we'll definitely get this thing in the tent.
I mean, so, you listen. When you go out there and do it, we know what's happening. You got it, dude.
It's got to happen.
Taking it down the track, you got it.
Appreciate it.
Like I said, man, world renowned, bro. World renowned, professional drag racer.
This one is.
Scott Buda!
Oh my gosh. So the old Silver Bullet here, wearing its street shoes. It's kind of retired. Dario keeps asking if we want to sell it. I told him no. It's been such a successful thing, like we were talking about. Part of the drag program, getting us on the map. First 18 into the 10s, all the 10-second increments, and then first into the 9s.
It definitely did a huge thing for you guys, this car right here. I mean, again, you've been known for so long, for so many other projects, the handling stuff, everything, but the drag race stuff was just like this car, in my opinion, at least from what I saw, you know what I mean, from my time.
It was very enjoyable, you know. Gave me kind of a clean slate. I said, we'll get you the car, we're not getting you anything else. So what it did was it just got us on board with a whole bunch of people we had never dealt with before, you know.
Yeah.
Working with comp cams on the cam, Circle D.
Great names up there, Tin House, Jess and Ben over there on the wrap. You got ARH headers, you know, Nick and them guys. A lot of good names up there, man. Yeah.
QA1.
Sim Components, yep.
Yeah.
Dom.
Jason, yeah.
Yep, well, Jason, Jason's old, yeah, exactly.
That's
but Jason, the OG.
And Lund doing
Lawn racing.
Unbelievable job.
That's right.
Bugging him at all hours of the day, all night of the day. My wife's like, what does his wife think? Why are you texting him so late? I'm like, we're just
out there having a sip of bourbon while talking to him.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy. So,
good peeps, man.
Real fun project. The other one's been a little bit more trying, but like you said, the whole tuning aspect changes all of that.
Yeah, man. I mean,
but we learned a lot, and yeah, just looking forward to continuing to do it. Now it's got an Edelbrock blower on it. Makes exactly 1,000 to the tires. Been an 846, 169 miles an hour.
Beat me.
We got a couple prototypes we got to put on it, specifically in the rear of the car, and see what it'll do after that. But
yeah,
maybe some new kick-ass products for everybody.
Dude, I really think though, once the tuning,
it'll be fast.
The tuning, once that happens for the S650, and again, that's why people hate on that platform so much. I think the car looks great. I mean, people can say it looks like Camaro or Challenger or whatever.
The interior is amazing.
Yeah, every technology-wise, awesome. But the fact is, like again, you just can't tune it right now. You can't run a Ghost Cam tune. You can't run a tune, and there's no way to flash them yet. The security has changed over the years.
Of course.
But
we understand why we're in the industry.
Yeah.
And, you know, but when that thing does go in the 10s, I mean, how many other cars have been naturally aspirated on 93 with a stock tune going 10s?
Nope.
We have a rear seat delete and some Corbos.
Yeah.
And a K member and lightweight brakes. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
It
doesn't make any sense.
It's the real deal.
It will happen.
Keep hating on the S650, guys. It's the real deal. It's here. It's going to happen.
When they change something, they make it better.
Yep.
It's one of the ways we tested deflection of that brace versus the other kits on the market. Install the front brace, take out all your subframe bolts, see how far the subframe hangs. And in every case, this supported it more than just CB05 just replaces this bracket, but
not
by coming in back here where your toe link mounts, your lower control arm, coming up here to factory threaded holes on the frame rail that are used to carry the car down the assembly line, plus reinforcing this factory bracket. It's patented, and like I said, that is probably one of our best sellers.
Who came up with the Stop the Hop?
Jamie, for the most part.
Nice job, Jamie. So the Stop the Hop kit that's going on our car, right?
Yeah.
And obviously they say Stop the Hop because IRS.
Wheel hop.
Everyone knows the wheel hop, snapping axles, right?
Yep.
For anyone that is familiar with the S650 and the S550, they have an IRS in them. And what happens when you launch the car on the street or the track and you get that hop, which that kit is named after, typically you'll snap a half shaft or break something else.
Anytime you introduce wheel hop, it's absolutely detrimental to everything in the back of the car. Wheels hopping off the ground, you're not getting traction, getting smoked at a traffic light, the drag strip. That's where the Stop the Hop kit comes in. So we've hooked you up with the starter kit. We've got our alignment dowels that's going to center and square up your rear subframe to your chassis. Also, our bushing insert kits. We were the first to come out with these. Basically, you could replace your factory bushings, right? You could go urethane, get some energy suspension, but you're looking at like a 7-hour job, right? And you permanently ruin your Mustang. Now you can hear gear whine, you can hear all sorts of noise. Now your wife doesn't want to go out to dinner with you. So simple billet aluminum 6061 insert kit, fills those factory voids, really keeps the deflection to a minimum on the subframe, then tie it all in with our IRS subframe brace. That's patented. Once again, factory bolt hole locations. It was cool. We developed all this back in 2015, actually on the yellow Road Race 20 car. It came up here first, stuck some GoPros underneath it, started kicking and pulling. I think we made 19 eighth mile passes out there that day. And we're just looking, again with welding, we're bending up stuff, we're welding things, we're bolting things up. What can we do to try to limit that subframe movement? Because if you don't have a good foundation, I don't care how sticky your Mickey Thompsons are, you're always going to have that chance of losing traction. So get you started off with that good foundation. Of course, you're going to be adding that supercharger to it. These are going to help get the weight transfer with the drag springs, and yeah, we can get you hooked up.
I'm a little concerned the fact that I haven't really raced a manual car.
Okay, it's been a while.
You know, even if it was a while, I think the only manual car that I've taken down the track before was my 03 Cobra back in the day.
Okay.
And you know what happened on my first pass? I got wheel hop and I snapped a axle up at PBIR. Okay. And I remember having to call AAA Plus, which was great. What a great investment that was. Yeah. They came and picked me up at the track, but you know, obviously it's a similar issue though with this, you know, with that stuff. But I haven't driven a manual in a while, man.
Yeah, it's different, right? And especially nowadays with how far the automatics have come. Manual, you're going to want to give it RPM, and it's kind of one of those, you don't just jump off the clutch, you kind of let it grab and do one of these. But driver mod has been missing for a long time, so kudos to you for taking the chance in the game lot. It's going to be fun though.
I'm looking forward to the Dark Horse too, though. That'll have an auto in it, so I mean, but I really think that, you know, I've earned some street cred a little bit with Gold Member.
Oh yeah.
When I went 8s in that, and I went 8s in our 2020 Shelby GT500.
You did that on Magnaride too, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Yeah,
that's cool.
That was
that's really cool.
And that
was not many cars have done that.
Factory, I mean, for the most, I think it was, factory, Magnaride stuff on there, man. I mean, there's really minimal stuff on it as far as suspension goes. And man, I just, you know what? I'm gonna get behind the wheel and I'm gonna do it, and I'll learn. Here we are. Car looks great. We got the Stop the Hop kit on there, the starter Stop the Hop kit, right?
Yes, starter Stop the Hop kit.
As well as their linear drag springs. So Scott, you're telling me about these springs. They are the least drop out of all the springs that you have for the S550.
That's right.
S650.
So typically speaking, when you're going to be out there drag racing the car like you want to do, you're going to be running at least a 28-inch tall tire. A lot of the cars, like the Silver Bullet's, a 29.4-inch tall. So you want to make sure you got plenty of fender area there, but we still lowered it down. You're looking at between 1/2 and 3/4 of an inch all the way around, according to Jamie. So you do have a much nicer, aggressive stance, but when you want to put on a big, taller, stickier tire on the back, you got the room for it. Plus, plenty of room for weight transfer.
Definitely. The car looks great, and also, I think Jamie did go around and measure it, and this just got finished being installed, and he went around, and it looks, I believe he said it dropped at 3/4 of an inch all the way around, and it has not even settled yet. So I know you guys also have different springs for different types of, driving, what you want handling, you want street performance, that type of stuff. So for the S550, you've got the non-Magnaride stuff, you got the Magnaride. A brief rundown of like the springs, I guess maybe your best sellers, or
so first thing you want to do is qualify the customer. We talk to you, hey, Jared, Christy, what do you guys want to do with the car? I want to go drag racing. Simple. Put you in a drag spring. If it's a daily driver, like to go to car shows, want an aggressive look, progressive spring is still probably my favorite. It rides better than stock, but it looks and it handles fantastic. Now, if you want to get more into the handling aspect, go autocrossing, road racing, our dual rate spring is an absolute no-brainer. Got some other springs in between, minimum drop springs, the linear springs, extreme lowering if you want to look like it's on airbags, but not, dumb data. But so drag springs was perfect. Like I said, depending on what your goals are, what your end needs are, we got a spring. Lethal carries a spring for you guys.
Definitely. I really want to give a big shout out to Scott for having us come up here, offering to have us as a guest, take us on a tour, install these parts, talk to us about them and stuff, and get this car ready for the Whipple, man. It's been an awesome time up here with you.
It's good catching up. Like you had mentioned a couple times in the video, we all go way back. Car community is a lot tighter than most people think. So I love having you repping the brand, and Can't wait to do more work for you guys, and appreciate everything you do for us.
The South Florida crew up in here at in Georgia, man.
It's got it.
Awesome, dude. Thanks for having us,
Anytime,
guys.
Jared.
Guys, you have any questions about any of the parts that we offer from Steeda, please feel free to give us a shout, 561-753-8105. You know the deal. Mustang King and the professional, world-renowned drag racer, Scott Boda, in the house. Woo! Scott is going to show us the essence of the Georgia peach as well as the pecans here in Valdosta, and then we'll talk about some Vidalia onions. You don't understand how important Vidalia fucking onions are. Because Vidalia onions gotta be from Georgia. It's like bourbon has to be a certain mash in a certain barrel, right? Out of Kentucky, no? Steeda stopped the hippity hop, along with their linear drag springs, but also we're gonna take a look at this place, do a tour, and then Scott is gonna show us his famous pecan pie.